Everyone, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all well. I'm here with Lydia, looking like a cute little sort of Dalmatian in a little outfit, and she's got her little chunky knitted booties on, keeping her little tootsies warm today. I'm going to have a go at doing a video. I'll probably sound a bit strange, my apologies. I'm hoping it'll get better soon, but I've still got an infection in my mouth. It's been all down the top left side of my jaw, up across my palate about halfway. I had a big sore in the top of my mouth. Hope you've had your breakfast. Sorry. And I've had to have one of my front teeth taken out. So it's still really sore, but so much better because it was absolute agony. It was the most painful thing I've ever felt in my life. And it was, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, not even my ex-husband. No, I don't mean that. I'll take that back straight away. But I thought I'd come on with Lydia and just have a chat, really, say hi, have a little catch up. I've not looked at comments and things like that. I've really not really felt up to it, and I'm not going to do an awful lot today. I'm going to do this and I'll probably sit around for a while afterwards and chill still and get better. I'm actually going to try and have a little bit of a meal today for the first time in a week. I've not had a proper meal for a week. All I've had is little bits of soup, little bits of hot chocolate. I've tried to suck chocolate, little tiny bits at a time. It's bad enough having a sore face on one side, but you can go to the other side normally, can't you? But when it's at the front of your mouth and the top of your mouth as well, then you're a bit stumpy, aren't you? So I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been crafting with. If you follow my channel, you might remember this I made last year. It was a folio to put Christmas photographs and things in. And I made it myself, and I made it with the idea being that starting last year, every year for Christmas I would make an album. I was going to do a folio every year, but I'll make an album every year, and I can put memories of each year's Christmas in there. So inside I put a pocket, and I've got things in there that I've kept from last Christmas, and I made a little pad, and this was the first one I've made. I've made albums before. I've got something really cute in there actually, and there's this. Look at this. Look, my granddaughter Evie, who was 4 then, made this, and she signed it on the back. There's actually 3 in there, little cards where she's trying to do crafty with Nanny, and there's one each in there if I dig them out. One for me, one for Grandad, and one for Lexi, who is my little dog. But she just signed her name on the back, so I can't remember which one is for who now. And then this side's got a waterfall on, which is just, and a pocket end to the back, and pictures of my dolls on. And this one has got 2 raised pockets, and this side has got pictures of family, and this side has got pictures of dolls. And then I made a little folder that I thought I could stick photos in. Let's put it back by Lydia a bit, or writing or whatever, but I never used it, the same as a notebook in the front. And then this is my granddaughter Izzy. This is the granddaughter I've spoken about before, who's 3 months older than Tegan. And this is my great granddaughter Josie, with my daughter, her nan, and her mum there, Jade. And when I open this one up, it goes to 3. Let's see if I've got enough room. I should actually move Lydia back a little bit, perhaps. There you go. I can rest it down because it's making my arm ache. There you go. That might be easier, mightn't it? There you go. I can still see Lydia as well there. Try and get it in the middle. So on this one, I've done the 3 pages. It opens out, and in the middle is a Christmas card that from Josie that she's coloured in. Look at that. Isn't that just magic? Look. She was just 2 at the time because her birthday's December, and there she is there with all her lovely red hair. And then turn it over, and then you've got Evie, who was 4 at the time, in the school play. And then this is a little packet of things that Michael made for me, and some pockets on the back. But as you can see, it wasn't really that practical. So I thought to myself, next year I'm going to make it slightly bigger, so I did. So this year I've done it more like a photo album size, and I wanted somewhere where I could display the pages better. You can see the pages more. So just check what you can see. I'll just take it off Lydia for a minute. And I set myself a challenge this year, and the challenge was that I had to use stuff that, like scraps and leftovers and things I already had. No buying any pads or anything like that. You know, Christmas paper or anything, die cutters, stamps, anything like that I was going to use. It all had to be left over from last Christmas if it was Christmassy. And then you know, things like these little corners, then I've got some of those from when I make albums and this sort of thing. So that's what I did. Everything I've used is left over from last Christmas. So some of it is slightly mismatched, but I quite like that now it's done. And I'm quite chuffed with myself that I managed to make it. So I did need 2 sheets of 12 by 12 inch paper so that I could put them together to make the cover. And I had 2, so I couldn't get it wrong. I couldn't make any mistakes and get it wrong. But I did manage to do it. I took my time and I managed to do it. So now my idea is, I did miscalculate it slightly though, because I was thinking if I did it 8 inches high, the pages, and 8 inches long, then you had room for 2 6x4 photos on a page. But it doesn't quite work out like that, because if I take these 2 photos, which are 6x4 supposedly, from last year's album, it's one of Evie and Michael there, and that looks fine there, and I was thinking that you could probably put another one underneath, and there's Lexi, but they don't, they cross over. So either my ruler's out or the photos are bigger. But you can put a photo right in the middle, and then these are the wrong size really, but you could then add something for journaling, like this is a little like a little photo mat type thing, just for decoration really. But some of them have got journaling on there, you can write on there. So you could actually get a smaller one and stick it down, put the picture behind, and then you could write about what the picture's about. Or you could put something underneath and write on it and write about what the picture's about. So that's going to be fine. And then, as I said, I've got several of these. I've put them in there for now, but they come in the pad from last year, and they're absolutely adorable because they're like vintage Christmas. And I probably won't use most of these. A lot of these might even go and become tags for presents. I really like that one. Look at that, isn't that so lovely? Or they might end up on Christmas cards or anything yet. But I've put them in there for now, just to keep them safe for the time being, because otherwise I'll put them down and I won't know where they are. And then I put the year on. It's a little envelope. Got these last year from Hobbycraft. They were selling the packs of to match this book of paper, and they had little envelopes and these little cards inside for you to write on. And then on the front I glued a bow, and I don't know if you can see on there, but on the front there's a, if I zoom in and zoom down, I'll lift it up a bit easier. There's a little tiny key that I just stitched on, and then I just touched the let's come back a little bit, just touch the thread with a bit of sparkly glitter glue, so that it'll catch the light and it changes colours. And then this, because I couldn't get photos where you could see them last year, and they ended up just in pockets and things mostly, I decided this year, and it worked out fine, that I would do lots of photo pages. So now I've got some more photo pages where I can put photos from Christmas. The sad part about it is though, is, well, mind you, I can collect them in from my kids, can't I, when they take photos. But I was going to say, we won't be having our family party this year, because obviously, even if we're not on lockdown then, it's the risk all the time, isn't it? We're trying to get everyone together. So that kind of thing, they'll fit in lovely there with that size. Take out that little journey, and this is a tuck behind there. It's another one of those little envelopes. They're absolutely tiny, they are. And these are little tiny cards that go inside, you can write on. And I just put them in there for now. I don't know if I'll get them all back in again. And this is out of a paper pad, you just write on there. And then this is another tiny tag that I cut out and I put black paper on the back. And that's going in there for now. And then because it's tall, it makes a sort of tuck. So you could put a picture up like that then. And like I say again, you can add some journaling underneath or write something in there, whatever you want. And this is the same again, it's just a circle cut out. Backed with black card, only glued down on part of it so you can make it into a tuck. And then cut out a label and stuck it to card and did the same again. I really like this one as well. Isn't that sweet? Like two little lovebirds, look, on a Christmas tree branch or a holly branch. It's lovely. So that can go there for now. So I got more room to actually show photos of. And then these pages, I put that on wonky and I didn't realise till after it had dried. And I used tacky glue, so within a few minutes, if you don't get it right, you can't move it. So I'm thinking I might put something in the corner there, like another flower. I might just leave it. So a couple of more of these that you can write on and move around. And these are photo mats. So you can either put photos on them. You might probably crop these a little bit if you wanted this size. And then you can write, oh, there's paper on the back of these. But sometimes I put lined paper on the back. Or you can, if you leave it black, you can write on it with gold or silver pens. That's nice as well. So you can use those, and also you can write on them. So there's two pockets there. And then you've got, like, if you get like something special, you might get a nice card. Or you might get a really lovely tag on a present with a lovely message on. And you've got room to keep it. And this side, there's another little thing there that you can write on, another little card. There's a couple of them there, look. But the beauty of this is you can put all these things in now before you start. And then once you start collecting your photos up and you start arranging them in your album, you can move all these things around any way you want. But the most of the things I've really enjoyed have been these vintage pieces. From these are Stamperia, one of the Stamperia Christmas books. And they're absolutely gorgeous. And I didn't do a raised pocket either. I just glued the edges down. Put the pattern paper onto cardstock. I think it's 220 cardstock, GSM. And then put the pattern paper on top. And then just put the glue along the edges like that. So it kept everything in tight. Because with that one, the other one I made, things are falling out of the deeper pockets. Because I was thinking of storage. But it didn't sort of work out like that. It sort of backfired. And again, it's the same sort of thing again. So you've got plenty of areas to write little things and put, keep things. And this is lovely as well. Look, it's just two birds again. And then that matches. You can write on that one. And that one's got a gorgeous little robin on there. So there you go. And then this side is a waterfall. I love waterfalls. Every album I make and folios, I try and put waterfalls in. Because it's lovely to flick through the photos. So that's just normal ribbon because I've run out of seam binding, and of course I'm doing the you don't buy anything. So and I just, to make the paper go further, I just used white paper instead of putting pattern paper on these and then putting pictures on top. I just put white paper, and then I can either write on some of those as well if I wanted to, or you can put photos on them all. And all it means really is if you get a 6x4, you can just crop it down a little bit. The two kids have fit lovely on there. Crop Lexi's down a little bit, look. And she'll fit lovely on there as well. I think these are about 5x5, roughly. So if you do your pictures, I don't know, 4x4 for argument's sake, they'll be quite nice. And you might even be able to fit a few words on the bottom. Or if you're like me and you craft and you've got little stamps, clear stamps and things, you could put little stamp things in the corners. Little pictures. And then again, it's the same principle again, room for photographs. A little tuck down there behind the cake. You write something on, and then, you can put your photo in there. And then this one, I was supposed to put this picture first, this page first, right at the start. And then it would open up with a picture like this and get straight into the photographs. And then when I decided to put the pages in to my album, I organised them backwards and put it to the back of the first book automatically first. So the book is actually reversed the way around to what I intended it originally. And then I haven't got as far as putting anything on this page yet, but I'm probably just going to leave it. That's just a little piece that you can, journal on or whatever. Another tuck there, which is just a little picture of a house with some holly around the edge. Looks like it's frame and a lens, I thought. And I just cut that out with a punch. Cut the scalloped, that's a scallop punch, just slightly bigger. And then I fussy cut a little bow to go on the bottom. And that page would be nice for a photograph. And then I don't know where Lexi is now, left it inside. And then I can put another one there and maybe something in the corner. I might just leave it. So that's how far I got. So I hope you like it on the front and the back. This is just made. I keep all sorts of cards. If it's a box of something, if you get some kind of packaging, you know, where you get a card to keep it firm, I keep that kind of thing. Boxes. And then, as long as it's not like corrugated card, and then I might even layer it in 2 layers sometimes. And then this is from bookbinding. It's like bookbinding fabric that you put across the back there. You can buy that quite easily from Amazon and eBay. And then that's black rickrack. That's just some more of the paper. It's the back of this, like geometric gold lines on there. And then you've got the corner protectors, and then a odd piece of gold paper. It was actually a little bit folded and I wasn't sure if it was going to be okay, but it stuck down fine with glue. It's just cut with a die cut with serrated edge, and then I've backed this on card to sort of mount it slightly. And then these are from last year. I would have preferred these to be darker green, but these are from last year, and it was using what was available, so that was part of what it was doing. This little edge in there is just a piece of black card, and I punched the edge in, and it's the same on the back, except for it hasn't got the square. It's just got, you can see all the lovely robins and the sort of geometric gold lines, and then you can see the edge in there, and that actually comes out to there. The edge is punched, and then I put the blue down there, and and the rickrack is behind it, which you can't really see in this light, and it covers the edge in where this stuff, which I've forgotten what it's called, but where that comes around and you'll have a black edge. I wanted to cover that and make it look more decorative, especially because it's Christmas, going to be for Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. It's just something different, I thought, to show you. And then the other thing that I've done, this is all before I was really poorly. I just started getting some things made for Christmas. I did finish off some little bits in the this year's photo album this morning, sticking some of those pieces of, the little, what are they called, these little things together. All of those were cut out and stuck this morning. It didn't take long, it took about 10 minutes or so. But I've started to make trousers for Jameson. Aren't they gorgeous? He's got his little pockets and everything to keep his treasures in. And I've stuck some thin elastic in the waist for now, but I'm going to stick some thicker elastic in the waist. I've tried them on him and they fit him lovely. So I'm quite pleased with those. They should look nice on. This is a pattern for trousers, but I used to make my grandchildren, when they were babies, jeans out of these. Out of this pattern. Look, lovely little tiny baby's jeans, really cute. And you can, of course, you can make them to whatever size you want. And that, if you're interested in finding our pattern, it's still available on Etsy, and it's I'll probably be able to find the link if I have a look. I'll try and remember to do it. Let's bring Lydia back, because that's what you want to see, really, isn't it? Look at her, isn't she adorable? But I'll try and find the link and put it up. But it's Purperita, P-U-P-E-R-I-T-A, I think. I don't think it's O, I think it's A. And she's got a pattern shop on Etsy, and it's one of those patterns where they're PDF. You download them and print them off yourself, which is great because you pay for them once. And like that pattern, I've had about 3 or 4 years now. I must have, because my grandson Mark is 5, and I remember making him little tiny soft jeans out of this pattern when he was about 6 months old. So I've had it quite a few years, and whenever I want it, I just print it off, and then I can cut it to whatever size I want. And that pattern also as well comes in 2 different widths on the bottom, one for children in nappies and one for children out of nappies. And they go from newborn up to 10 years. So it's a really useful pattern. And in the summer, I've often made Teagan extra shorts when she's been staying with me for running around on the beach and that kind of thing. Doesn't matter then if she gets them wet, especially if you've got a scrap of material, you know, a small piece of material left. It's absolutely brilliant. So I hope you enjoyed seeing Lydia today. Not so much of her, I know, bless her, but she's happy to be back, and so am I. And just say hi and let you know that we're still here and we're okay, and happy to say hi to everyone and hope you're all okay. And just to share a few things with you, like getting ready for Christmas. It's going to be what we make of it this year, isn't it? I'm still looking forward to it because I love Christmas. I'm like a big kid. I love the tree and wrapping the presents and seeing the presents under the tree and all that kind of a thing. So I'll be happy with that. I'll miss the family party and I'll miss the kids, but it's better we're all safe, really, isn't it? And it, you know, and we'll have to make up for it in other ways. Thank goodness for technology, and we can all FaceTime and, you know, send call back and forth and Skype and whatever it is that you do. So I hope you enjoyed seeing Lydia, and I hope you can understand what I'm saying. Okay, and it don't sound too strange. Hopefully my funny sort of lisp will go away in a few days. My mouth's not so sore. But we should be back soon. So bye everyone. Take care. Look after yourselves and each other. Bye for now. Bye. Bye. Do a Teagan wave. Bye. Lots of love.